This is one of my favorite pages. Look at this. Yachts, hey, what's up, everybody? I read Rumble, and let me tell you guys, this is a 7 out of 10, and I really enjoyed this. And man, I was really hyped up about this, but I was kind of a little bit disappointed. There's a lot of parts where we're showing so many things, and they're not quite leading to where they need to be. I guess I don't know. It was showing a lot, but they didn't come together quite exactly good in a way, in my opinion. But other than that, the art in this smacks. And we have this Scarecrow. We don't know much about him. There's not much that has been given in this issue, but it still leaves you wanting more. And I have the whole trade, so I got to finish this book, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. But other than that, I kind of recommend this. This was pretty cool. The action, I wish there was a little bit more, but I gotta tell you, it's gonna be badass. And I'll just show you the pages, guys, because this was pretty cool. And I that's all I have to say. 7 out of 10. And dude, I wanted some more off of this first page. Look at this huge ass fucking mountain. I was like, hell yeah. And then we cut to another location, and I was like, what? And then another location. I was like, boy. But we are introduced to our protagonist, Bobby. And he's just talking to this guy, trying to get his girlfriend back. They broke up, and he's just feeling himself. But I'm loving the dialogue. And so we see this guy, try to leave, and then he tells him he has to pay his tab, but he gives this little note, tell his boss, he'll understand what's up. I'm like, what? And so we see him go outside to take a smoke, and then we hear this sword getting dragged across the sidewalk, and I was like, holy fuck, that's creepy. But I love that bottom panel as well. And we see the note that he left him, but of course, boom, we see that he got his arm chopped off, and I was like, what? And that bottom panel is badass. Look how fast he is. And we don't know why he's coming after him, but he's coming after him, and the art was pretty dynamic and fun. And then Bobby just knocks him out in the head, bro. And I was like, oh shit. And it seems like he's just a scarecrow, with all this straw in him. And then we cut to another part, and we see maybe him again along with this cat, but it's pretty cool. And I don't know what happened, but that cat, look at the eyes, it's pretty tripped out. And that's when we cut to the police. Bobby has called him over to his bar, but of course they're like, what the fuck, like, why are we looking at a body full of straw? And so they just think he's crazy, and dismiss him. And we see that he picks up the sword and takes it. And then it cuts to another part where we see a body being dragged by crocodiles or alligators in this weird swamp. And we see that Bobby is maybe trying to sell it or get rid of this sword. And then we see some type of demons, all this, a bunch of stuff just collides. But all they want is just the sword. And he keeps attacking them. And again, they tell him they just want the sword, and that we didn't come here to hurt you. But the scarecrow says, yes, you did. And I love this page. A lot of stuff gets thrown at you. 7 out of 10. Follow for more. Have a good night.